Semen is not merely a physical substance. It represents the culmination of all the energy and greatness that resides within each one of us. It is a reservoir of our potential waiting to be harnessed. Those who squander this vital essence for mere recreation find themselves on a path to ultimate loss, a path where their true potential remains forever untapped. Brahmacharya is the very gateway to unparalleled success and accomplishments in every facet of our lives, whether they be materialistic or spiritual. In the art of conserving our vital fluid lies the key to achieving the seemingly impossible. For those of us who understand the significance of conservation and transmutation of this magnificent essence, we are destined to shine like brilliant stars in every endeavor we undertake. The power to transform this energy into fuel for our pursuits is a gift that grants us unmatched strength, resilience, and clarity of purpose. I want to explore the meaning of two words that hold great significance in our spiritual journey: chaste and celibate. In the context of Christianity, chaste carries with it the powerful message of refraining from intimate relations. It signifies the act of cutting away from the physical and emotional attachments to the opposite gender, a separation from the distractions of worldly desires. Think of it as a reflection of our commitment to spiritual purity. Interestingly, chaste shares its etymological lineage with caste, which represents a society divided into sections, and castration, symbolizing the separation of gender. On the other hand, celibacy is derived from the Proto-Indo-European root kawelo, meaning to be alone. This word emphasizes the solitude that comes with a lifestyle free from the bonds of relationships. Just as Christ himself exemplified both chastity and celibacy, it is a sacred duty for Christians to strive for these virtues. Through celibacy, we embrace the solitude that allows us to draw closer to God and his divine purpose for us. Let us remember that the Supreme Creator, the source of all existence, is singular and all-encompassing. Prophets throughout history have recognized this divine truth and have bestowed upon the Creator various names. These names may differ, but the essence remains the same. It signifies that all religions are like different roads leading to the same destination. In essence, all religions are true and real, provided they are practiced with sincerity and authenticity. Muhammad, the prophet, referred to the Supreme Creator as Allah. Hindu sages recognized the divine as Brahman, while Jesus, the sage, addressed the source as the Father. These great souls transcended the boundaries of hate, greed, fanaticism, and ignorance. They embraced a universal perspective, preaching their respective religions with a single, noble aim: to liberate humanity from suffering and unite it with the divine. What does this signify? It directs us to surrender ourselves to the Lord, to extend kindness to our fellow human beings, to follow the path of truth, to engage in austerities that cleanse our souls, and importantly, to embrace a life of celibacy as a means to liberate ourselves from the clutches of evil. The teachings of Prophet Muhammad emphasize the progressive journey from our natural state to a higher moral state, culminating in a profound spiritual state. Allah further guides us with these words: "Follow not the footsteps of Satan." Al-Quran 2:209. Here, the footsteps of Satan symbolize all activities and temptations that pull us away from Allah or the Supreme Creator. Once we venture onto this slippery slope called evil, Satan's ignorance and delusion's purpose is achieved, and we find ourselves sliding helplessly toward our own undoing. It becomes absolutely crucial never to even take that first step and to remain perpetually vigilant against the seduction of lust. Indulging in the sexual act, even infrequently, keeps the sensation of lust as a source of illusory pleasure alive. As long as this familiarity persists, the gates of purification remain closed. It is essential to understand that the sexual act is legitimate solely for one noble purpose: procreation. The moment we engage in this act for any purpose other than bringing forth offspring, we are unwittingly granting Satan or ignorance a foothold in our mind, body, and psyche. The wise Hindu sages have proclaimed, "A man can visit his wife and have intercourse with her only when they both desire a child." The notion of engaging in sex solely for pleasure within the bounds of marriage is a deception employed by those who lack a deeper bond beyond the physical realm. It is imperative that we all remember this profound fact. God, the Almighty, is the epitome of impartiality, justice, and kindness, both now and for all eternity. We must recognize that this entire universe, with all its wonders, is God's creation. Each and every soul that inhabits it is a fragmented part of the divine, inherently as divine and blissful in nature as God himself. However, the layers of avidya, or ignorance that cloak our soul, often lead us astray. They make us forget our true nature of unparalleled bliss and lead us to chase after temporary and fleeting sensory pleasures. These pleasures, as we discover, are not pleasurable at all, but instead are gateways to pain and suffering. Consider this. When we strive for something and succeed, we often mistakenly attribute our success solely to our own efforts, proudly holding our heads high. Yet, when we strive and fail, we tend to blame God for our misfortune and even curse the divine for what we perceive as bad luck. Does this concept truly make sense? Isn't there something fundamentally flawed in this perspective? The genuine truth, the absolute reality, is something far more profound. God, in his divine cosmic creation, has assigned a specific role for each and every one of us in the grand drama of life. We are all actors in this magnificent cosmic play, and God, the ultimate director, orchestrates every aspect of it. God's plan is far more intricate and purposeful than we could ever comprehend. Our successes and failures are but scenes in this divine drama, each carrying a deeper meaning and purpose that contributes to the grand scheme of existence. God, as the director of this grand play called life, assigns each and every one of us a specific role to perform. Just like a director casting actors for a particular part, God decides who we should be in this world. It's crucial to understand that no matter how hard we may try to forge a different path, the role designated for us remains steadfast. Consider this. A man may aspire to become a doctor with unwavering determination, but if God has chosen him to be a lawyer, his efforts to become a physician will ultimately fall short, leading him to pursue a law career instead. Conversely, another individual might initially set out to practice law, but destiny may intervene, guiding them to establish a business and embark on an entirely different path. What does this reveal to us? It underscores the fact that our life's purpose and the roles we play are not of our own choosing. There exists a powerful force beyond our control that has already determined our life's trajectory. We are merely players in this intricate drama, with our parts preordained by a divine director. It is an act of ignorance when individuals take sole credit for their achievements, believing themselves to be the architects of their success. They may proudly proclaim their intelligence or attribute their wealth, titles, or positions to their brilliance and effort. In reality, it often appears as if they are the architects of their spectacular success because they unknowingly align with the roles already scripted by God. Our role is not to question, to point fingers, or to assign blame. Our purpose is to invest our utmost efforts and then to stand in silent witness. God, taking into account our past karma, our present endeavors, and his divine plan, will guide us along the path and shape our roles in this magnificent life drama, whether or not it aligns with our personal desires. Our sole right is to take action, never to be attached to the outcomes. By relinquishing our attachment to outcomes and embracing our roles with grace, we navigate the river of life with ease and grace. In doing so, we discover a profound sense of peace and serenity, knowing that we are harmoniously aligned with the divine plan. Let us carry this wisdom in our hearts as we continue our journey, embracing each moment with openness and trust, for it is in this surrender that we find our truest fulfillment and purpose. We are like puppets in a grand play, and regardless of our individual desires, the puppeteer orchestrates our dance as he sees fit. When we put forth our best efforts and then stand aside in silent surrender, God reveals to us the direction of our next step. In accordance with his divine will, God determines our paths and roles in life. Our duty is to wholeheartedly embrace the opportunities he presents to us and observe in silent trust as events unfold. We must remain unattached to the fruits of our actions while maintaining a deep connection with him, the Almighty, the all-pervading Master of Masters. He shall guide us, care for us, and illuminate the way forward.